Still unbeaten in the league, but Champions League up next. It could get a lot harder from here. Hello ladies and gents, I hope you're well. Welcome back to another episode of the Dortmund Save on the FM21 beta. We've only played 5 games since we were last together, and I thought we'd play a few more actually before we meet again, but the Champions League draw has been made, and today we're going to play our first Champions League game. It's a very, very tough one. If you look at the fixtures here and how we've been getting on, as you can see in the Bundesliga, 4 games into it, we are still unbeaten, and as well, if you look at the Super Cup result, we managed to beat Bayern Munich on penalties after a 1-1 draw. You'll be able to see actually if I click on the game itself here. Is this going to load properly? If you look here on the left hand side, you'll see that we went ahead really early on and nearly held out for the whole game until the 92nd minute when Thomas Müller managed to grab a goal back for Bayern Munich. You'll see by the XG that 1-1 was probably a fair result. If anything, they should have pipped it if you look at their 0.98 compared to our 0.79. But then on penalties, we got the better of them and we took the trophy home. So already a trophy under my belt as Borussia Dortmund manager. It doesn't get much better than that. The Champions League draw has been made. We're in Group D, as you can see here, along with Lokomotiv Moscow, Marseille, and as you can see, today's episode we start against Juventus. But before we get to that, there's a few more things to cover of what's happened over these last 5 games. Some good, some bad. One good thing to note is that Erling Haaland is an absolute machine. I think we already knew that already, but after 6 games in all competitions, he scored 6 goals and got an assist. So he's unbelievable. Still face a few problems, I think, if he gets injured long term. I mean, Petagna is good, and he scored again when he came on in another game I was playing earlier. So I mean, he's continuing to score as a bit part player, which we kind of brought him in for. He's now scored 3 goals in 3 appearances, to be fair, all of which have been sub appearances. So he's doing what we brought him in to do. Another player I want to pick out is Julian Brand. This guy is unbelievable and has been very good for us so far. You'll see from 6 games he's got 3 goals and 2 assists. Seems to be our playmaker in a way. Every attack that we seem to forge comes through him. But it's not all good news in terms of the squad. You'll see down here that Manuel Akanji has an injury, has damaged his cruciate ligaments and will be out for 4 to 6 months, which is a hefty injury. And to be fair, he hasn't been starting any games for us, but we did say we were weak at centre-back in terms of number of personnel, if nothing else. Now, that wouldn't have been a problem if I decided to sign a centre-back, but things were going quite well, so I think I was lulled into a bit of a false sense of security that we don't need anyone else. We haven't got any money anyway. I don't want to mess up the finances by paying big sums over long periods of time. I wasn't into any of that. So we didn't sign anyone else, and now we might have a problem if anyone else gets injured. Our next best centre-back after Zagadou and Hummels is Emre Can. So, a centre midfielder. I tried to sign a couple of free agents. I mean, Mandzukic I looked at for the striker problem, but he'd already gone to PSG. I looked at Garay, but he's very old, and I didn't know if it was worth it or not. And also, one of the club vision requirements is not to sign players over the age of 30. So I was a bit worried about that. I didn't want to get sacked that early on. And another one is, of course, work within the wage budget and budgets in general, and we have no money. So even if I wanted to get someone in, to sign someone would have been quite difficult. Going back to individual players then, one player who is unhappy, as you'll see, is Roman Burki. Now, I didn't really realise I did this, but basically I had to give him a new contract when the game first started because he was unhappy with his deal. He was going to leave. He only had a year left, and he's our top keeper, as you can see. Now, within that, I accidentally promised him that I would improve our quality at right back. Now, I forgot I did this, and I obviously didn't sign a right back. So we had an old argument, and he got a bit angry, and now he's unhappy and wants to leave because he can't trust me as a manager. Now, I think he'll be okay, because I remember last year when you did something like that with a player whose promise wasn't that massive, i.e. improve at right back. I think they were okay, and he seems to be still playing quite well since that argument happened. So hopefully he'll be okay. If we have to let him go, I mean, we can probably get a decent bit of money from him. Maybe have to sign someone else. But yeah, not my finest moment. I should probably pay attention to these promises I offer players, but hey ho, we move. So then, this is how we're going to line up for the game against Zebra in the Champions League. As you'll see, it's exactly the same starting 11 as I've used for the previous games in this series, and that's because I quite like to keep a consistent 11. I very rarely rotate unless I have to, and it's seeming that I might have to fairly soon. As you'll see down here, Erling Haaland needs a rest apparently. Now, I'm all in favour for giving him that rest. He's been playing international football with Norway as well, but I don't want to rest him for a Champions League game as big as this. Petagna on the bench. If things are going well, or if he really needs a rest, we'll take him out. I think I'll start Petagna in the next league game. But for right now, we need to get some points on the board early on to make it a bit easier to progress through this Champions League group. And at home to Juventus is obviously going to be easier than the away leg, theoretically. So hopefully we can. I'm going to play him for this game and we'll see how he gets on. The rest of the team looks like this: Berkey in goal, Meunier, Hummels, Zagadou and Guerrero, the back four. We have Witsel and Delaney. Delaney also a little low on condition. I was going to bring in Bellingham, but I thought I'll start with Delaney, then we can make that switch if we have to. And then Sancho, Royce and Brandt behind Erling Haaland, who desperately needs a rest up top. But we'll see what happens. We've got 12 subs. I can actually add a few more subs in here. I haven't got that many players to do it with, so we'll just pick the 3 players that are fit and we'll see what happens. But we're ready to go. Let's see how we get on against Juventus. It's going to be a tough game. Cristiano Ronaldo's Juventus. An early throw in here. Surely not going to get a chance straight away. Hummels picked it up. Finds Zagadou. Playing it down the line. Royce is there. Delaney's there. Oh, there's a lot of players. I don't understand what's gone on, but we've gone 1-0 up. Julian Brandt, I've said at the start of the episode how much of a good player he is. 3 minutes on the clock and he puts us 1-0 up. I was going to say that Juventus are playing a very weird pressing formation where it seems to like loads of them were just running at the ball. That opened up the spaces to play the nice quick one-touch passing. Brandt gets behind the defence and puts it in the bottom corner. 1-0 up already. Come on, boys. We need to secure these 3 points. Uh-oh. Cuadrado. Cuadrado finds Cristiano Ronaldo. Back to Cuadrado. Oh, it's a good tackle. It's a good ball forward. I thought Haaland might have got there then, but he hasn't. Cuadrado's got it back now. Plays it into Dybala. Not sure how to say his name. Dejan Kulusevski, I think is how you say it. It sounds about right. He's put him back on level terms. Poor defender from us, you know. And I kind of had a feeling we were going to concede there. It's a bit of a weird one. Bentancur plays it outside to Cuadrado, who drives inside, finds Dybala. It's a bit of a searching ball or a great run. I can't really decide if it was a bit of luck or it's an unbelievable run. But it gets on the end of it, puts it in the back of the net, and we're back on level terms after 11 minutes. Our lead did not last long. Can we build ourselves now? Meunier wins it, gets played it down this right-hand side. He lays it down the line to Sancho. Sancho up against the left-back here. Goes inside, plays the ball across the box. It's somehow fallen to Haaland. Haaland's put it in, and he might have been offside there. Is he offside? Or is it a great managerial decision to play Erling Haaland? It is. 2-1, 23 minutes on the clock. A lot of goals in these first 20 minutes. Sancho picks it up, plays it into Royce. Haaland gives it away. We definitely need to lower the tempo here. We're kind of rushing it, and Ronaldo's through. And oh my days, Berkey saved it. Guerrero with the throw-in finds Julian Brandt. He does find Ronaldo's in. It's a good save, and Witsel clears it away easily. God, we're up against it a bit here. The XG is not in our favour. Sancho picks it up, plays it inside to Marco Royce, again inside to Delaney, switches out wide to Brandt, and now Cuadrado's on a run, plays it into Ronaldo. He keeps missing Ronaldo, but he's not going to miss every chance, so we've got to be careful there. Berkey's actually saved that, I didn't realise. Chiesa's injured, the corner comes in, and Berkey saved it again. What a performance so far from Berkey, really keeping us ahead. Looks like we might go into half-time in the lead here. Danilo plays it inside. As long as we don't concede now. Please don't concede on the stroke of half-time, lads. That would be very poor. Changes my team talk, that. Good header away from Hummels. Fallen to Danilo though, into Bentancur. He plays it forward. Ronaldo's there. Has he missed again? Has he saved this? Oh, he's missed it again. It's a goal kick. And that is half time. What one action-packed first half that is. You can see, XG-wise, we are very fortunate to be ahead right now. And I definitely feel like we shouldn't be. So, you've played well so far, still room for improvement, definitely. We're going to have to take Erling Haaland off, I think. I think he's just... He might be okay for a bit. Look at his conditioner. His condition is dropping fast. We'll have to get Petagna on fairly soon. Ronaldo's won the ball there down this left-hand side, running at our defence. Blaze it back in. McKennie now has it on the edge of the box. Into Dybala, cleared away by Zagadou, who has been an absolute rock in recent games, to be fair to him. Danilo's got it now. Chiellini plays it up to Kulusevski, scorer of their first goal and scorer of their second goal as well. It's a great finish, to be fair, from him. And we are back on level terms. What a game, but poor from us. Now, it's interesting what to do now, because obviously they're on the front foot. Their XG is a lot better than ours. They're playing better than ours. I've gone to positive. Haaland has come off. That's a good save from Berkey again from a Ronaldo chance. Haaland has come off. Petagna's come on. The highlights keep coming for Juventus. Are we going to get one ourselves here? Witsel now into Sancho. Plays it forward. Petagna's not really going to get there, I don't think. He's not blessed with pace like Haaland is. Cuadrado now. They've changed it. The transition from defence into attack was fast. And Dybala puts them 3-2 up. And we could be staring our first defeat in the face here. The speed of that counter-attack from them was great. And we seem to be a bit all over the place. I'm not really sure how Dybala's been allowed that much space. And we are now behind. Okay, having a quick pause here. I mean, we've had 3 shots and scored 2 of them. We can't really expect to be getting anything out of this game at this point. Bearing in mind they're a 13-11 on target. Their XG as well is mad compared to ours. We need to change something to try and get some sort of goal now to claw back a point. I think it's literally getting to that type of stage. We're going to go higher tempo, shorter passing again. We're going to hit early crosses as well because Britannia has decent heading. We're going to counter press, counter, that's all fine. We're going to go for an even higher line, which might be a bit of a risky one, bearing in mind the pace they have on the attack. But I've also told them to be more expressive. We've got 30 minutes to try and save this game and almost turn it on its head, because at the moment it's only going one way, and that way is in the favour of Juventus as they come and try and attack now. Bentancur switches the ball over to Cuadrado. He beats his man easily, beats Guerrero, drives into the box. No one's challenged him, and we are 4-2 down to Juventus. It all started so well, and it's now going so very wrong. We're gonna take. Oh, I've said to put Emre Can on. I didn't want to put Emre Can on. Maybe one last highlight for a goal. We're in the 89th minute now, and we're 4-2 down. We haven't really seen a reaction from anyone, and they're gonna score again, aren't they? Torn apart by Cristiano Ronaldo and Juventus, and it started so well. We were 1-0 up and then 2-1 up, and now we're 5-2 down. What's happened, boys? 5-2, man. We hadn't lost a game up to now. I was just saying how good we are defensively. We conceded 5. Throw in the water bottle. I'm far from pleased. Why are they demotivated? We've just been battered, mate. What do you want me to say? Great job. Oh, mate. Berkey, lad. Do you want to discuss team talks with Berkey? You want to fight? You want to see me? Okay then. Mate, why are you being a little too harsh on team talk? We lost 5-2, mate. We conceded 5 goals. Do we promise him here? Do we promise him? Do we just bow down to him because he's already annoyed and we don't need any division in the squad at this early stage? I'll try to work on the way I approach things. You should see things improve over the coming months. I think we'll go with that. Thanks, boss. I appreciate that. I hope you keep your word. All right, mate. I will. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really hope you did enjoy. You probably did because I got battered. So normally people like it when you lose better than when you win. But it's been a good start to the season on a whole. Champions League might need a bit of work. If we're going to get out of the group, we now need some big performances against Marseille and Lokomotiv Moscow. And I can't wait till we head to Turin to face Juventus. But if you did enjoy, please leave a like down below. Please subscribe. Thank you very much for the support on the series so far. It really does mean a lot. And I will see you tomorrow for the next episode. Thank you very much, and I will see you guys soon.